Welcome to the reading table part 4. Today we're going to create the floor, the walls, add color, and add lighting before we render an image. Let's start by creating a plane. Click on the plane, and then using the scale, go ahead and scale that. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. That should be fine. Well, let me go a little bit bigger. That should be fine. Now I'm going to create two walls, one here and one here. So I'll use the cube and I'll use the move tool to move it here, and then I'll use the scale to resize it. Make sure you move it up so you can see how far you're moving it or resizing it. That looks fine. Let me rotate, make sure it looks okay. I can go into a different view. And let me just place it on top of the grid so it's actually touching the plane. And from here you can scale it even more, make it thinner. Let's see how that looks in perspective view. And I'll just need to push it in a little bit so it touches the plane. Or it's on top of the plane right there. Now I can create a duplicate. So I'll go edit, duplicate. And then you can rotate it. So if I go this way, check the channel box. Then you can see that it's rotating in the positive 30 wide. So I'll just make that 90. And then using the move tool, I'll move it to this side and position it where it needs to be. That looks about right. Okay, now I need to add color to it. I'll go to Windows, Rendering Editors, and Hypershade. And I'll create a few colors. So I'll create about 4 to 5 colors for the books. So I'll click Blend, double click on the color, pick a color from the wheel, then pick a shade of color from the square. There it is. I'll name this book 1. And there you can see that now has the name book 1. I click Blend again, double click on color, pick a different color from the wheel, a shade of that color, done. Name this book 2. Create another blend, double click on the color, pick a different color, pick a shade of that color, hit done. I'll name this book 3. Another blend, double click on the color, pick a different color, pick a shade of that color, hit done. I'll name this book 4. One more, blend, double click on color, pick a shade of that color, done. Name this book 5. I'll pick a color for the walls, so blend, double click on color, and let's say this color, hit done. And then I'll just name this walls. Now I'll start applying the color. So here's for the walls. I'll select the 2 objects, and then I'll just right click on the a walls color, and then assign material to selection. Let me select the books. So select random books and then just color them different colors. Right click, assign material to selection. Right click, assign material to selection. Again, you select and then right click, assign material to selection. Select the book. Right click, assign material to selection. Right click, assign material to selection. So just randomly select the books and assign material to selection, or randomly apply color to it. So click, right click, assign material to selection. Right click, assign material to selection. Again, click on the book, hold, right click, assign material to selection. Right click, assign material to selection. Now I'm not going to color all the books. I'll let you color that. Now I'm going to create a color for the table and the chair, and also for the floor. So again, I'll click blend, double click on color, and let's see, kind of like a brown color. And then I'll name that table chair. Use the same color for both of them. And then for the floor, just scroll down and look for one it's called checkers. So I'll click on checker, and then you can double click on the colors. For example, on this one, color 2, double click it, and then just pick it the color that you like. Make it that color right there. Hit done. And again, you can change both colors if you want. Color 1 and color 2. I'm just changing color 2, and then I'll just name that floor. Press enter. So then we can start coloring. For example, the table. I'll just click on the table, right click, assign material to selection. I'll click on that chair, right click, assign material to selection. Make sure you click again on the color here. You'll see it where it says untitled. So it should be this one. So let's see if we go right click, assign textures to material. There it is. So it's here now. Then we'll click on the object and then right click, assign material to selection. And let's see if we close this and then we go to render, because it won't show here. That's the thing. We go to Windows, rendering editors, and then under render view, we could just click here. This will render the current scene, and then you can see the checkers. It is actually applied. So it is too dark. We need to add a light to it. So let me see. Let's close the render view, and then we'll go to create on the menu bar. We go to lights, and we'll add a point light, and then using the move tool, just place it on top of the table, just above the table, somewhere around there. And then while the light is still selected, press 7, and that gives you an idea how that will look. So let's see how it's creating those spotlights there. So I'll just bring it up more a little bit, and then let's see, we can hit render again. You can use render from here instead of going to Windows rendering editors. You could just click here, and then it renders the current view, and then you can see it there. See that? But see how we got too dark here. Let's see if we move it this way, how that looks. See, it changes. So I can go render again, and there it is. So let me just rotate a little bit to get a better view of the books. Again, make sure you color all the books. So I'll hit render again, and there it is. So that's a better image of my reading table. So I can just go File, Save Image. Let me go to my computer, local disk U, and I'll save it here. I'll name this reading table, and then under file type, I'll select I'll select PNG. Okay, that's for images. And then just hit save. It gives you options if you want a raw image or color manage image. We'll just leave it as raw and then hit save. And then let's see how that looks. Let me close this. And then we can see if that image saved. We can just go here and then select Explorer, which is here. And then you go into your U drive, okay? And then it should be right here. So if I double click on it, there it is. See how it opens it. So this image is the one that I want you to save to the Google Classroom and turn in your assignment, submit it once you're done. Okay, so there it is. That's how we create the reading table. Don't forget to save file, save scene.